Well, good morning to you all, konnichiwa. Uh, so, I now decided to post my review video for episode 3 of Arata Kangatari. I was quite hesitant to make a review on this episode because it was short and not much story development happened. Uh, However, I just rewatched my first impressions and first review video, and I did promise to make a weekly review for this series. So here it goes. This episode starts with Arata and Kotoa, the girl, uh, traveling to Gatoya, and during that trip, the princess of the country appeared to them in, I don't know if it was a dream, if it was in a vision, something like that. And she asked Arata to bring her or his Ayagami before her, uh, that is, before her life fades completely away, and to bring to Arata bring to her his Ayagami because she was impressed by him in some way, and she decided that he was worthy to succeed her in the ruling of the country. However, Arata is again pretty hesitant and it's not much convinced he can do it and so on. However, then the vision ends and the princess says that she trusts him. And then we go to the landing in Gatoya. There, when they enter the space, we have a lot of prisoners murmuring when they saw him that he's the killer, he's a murderer, he killed the princess, and so on. So they are in some way informed or misinformed about what happened in the capital, and well, then suddenly one guy with red hair and another one a little younger with white gray hair appear, and the guy with red hair starts attacking them and says that he is going to kill Arata, take his head, because that's apparently the one of the ways to leave that prison, apparently. However, the fight does not happen because there was a strange noise and all the prisoners start running, even these two that attack Arata and Kotoa, and then we saw two prisoners being sucked up by some tubes or something like that, and Arata is pretty confused alongside Kotoa, and then a character appeared that later on we learn her name, and her name was Osome, and she goes on to explain that this is the reckoning, and every day the warden of the prison chooses two random prisoners and make them disappear. Uh, then she grabs airband that Kotoa has and say that's the payment for this information, and she goes on. Uh, then Arata and Kotoa are mesmerized about what happened. At the same time, Kotoa heals Arata wounds because he was slightly wounded fighting that red hair boy that attacked him. Uh, then uh, there was another reckoning after the healing process, and during that process, Kotoa falls in a hole or something, and Arata runs trying to find her, and then he runs into a group of prisoners that have formed the group and with the goal of kill him. Um, uh, After that, they pursue him, and he is able to evade them, and then he is crying because he failed Kotoa, and he was not able to protect her, and so on. And then a almighty voice comes from nothing saying why you are crying, why you are sad, and something like that. And I think that that is the voice of the warden of the prison, I think. But then the voice stops, and that girl that helped them in the beginning appears again. It's only at this time that we learn her name, and she tells Arata that the girl he is looking was captured by the guy with the red hair that is called Kanate, and according to her, he is a dangerous guy, and so on and so on. So she tells him that to Arata that it's better if he run and try to save her because she does not know what the other guy will do to her. So um, at the same time, Kotoa is see in a room with this guy Kanate and the younger guy that his name is Ginki or Jinchi, and they are speaking, and Jinchi goes away, and he kinda is trying to Kanate to eat the girl or something like that. But when this guy Ginshi left the room, after that he is attacked by a group that rob him of a ring that he have that belonged to his mother, and it was a gift to him, and he eventually is saved by Arata apparently. Uh, but at the same time, Kanate, that is left alone with Kotoa, he does not know what to do with the girl, so he also goes off, and in that situation he sees his younger brother fall on the ground and Arata near him, so he goes attacking Arata because he thinks that Arata attacked his brother. Um, but then a guy appears and apparently is part of the group that attacked the young one, and Arata defeats him. Then the guy Ginki recovers conscience and tells his brother that Arata in fact he did not attack him, but indeed he saved him, and that he is sorry, but he had lost the ring that his mother gave him. So the guy with the red hair goes off, I think, in search of the ring, and he asks Arata to take care of Ginchi and so on. So they return to the room where Kotoa is. Kotoa heals Ginchi because Kotoa possesses some kind of healing abilities. Apparently is a trait of the members of their family, or the woman's. So then the guy with the red hair returns and with the ring of the younger one, and he gives him to Ginchi again and tells him that next time he better have that ring hidden and not out in the open. And then he again defies Arata to the final confrontation because he still believes that if he takes Arata head, he will be able to left Gatoya with his brother. And when they are about to start the battle, again that noise and the reckoning starts, and then a tube comes, and Kanate, that's the name of the guy with the red hair, is sucked in, and then there is a second tube that is going for Arata, but this guy Ginchi uh, put Arata aside, and instead he he is sucked in the tube, and the episode ends with Arata saying that he is going to save these two guys, and apparently his doubts or his lack of courage or something like that in some way began to erode. So that's it. So this is my review for Arata Kangatari episode 3. Hope you like, hope you enjoy. Stay well. Peace. See you soon.